Right. In the last class, we have successful. Yeah, 1 second, wait. Right. Yeah. So our course is what? Our course is Angular. What is our course? Our course is only Angular. Okay. Right. So today topic is introduction to Angular. Okay. Today topic is introduction to Angular. So before going to the introduction, I will introduce myself. So my name is Ramesh. I have 10 plus years of experience as a web developer. Okay. Right. Now before going to introduction, we need to know what are the prerequisites for this course. So the prerequisites are first of all we should know about HTML, whatever the version may be. For example, 5, CSS 3, or CSS whatever the version may be. For example, 3, and we should know about JavaScript or TypeScript. Either we should know about JavaScript. If you know directed TypeScript also, there is no problem. So this is the prerequisites you should have to continue this in this course. Understand everyone? Kindly respond through voice. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right. Then after introduction of JavaScript, Angular. That means what is Angular? So Angular is a client side framework. Okay. So what type of framework? MVC structure followed client side framework developed by TypeScript language. Every framework should develop with any core language only. So the language name is TypeScript itself. So that's why I told the prerequisites are JavaScript or TypeScript. Okay, right. Now Angular is a MVC structure followed client side framework. So we will discuss about this MVC structure a little bit later. And in a software industry, we have two different technologies: client side technologies and server side technologies. So what is the difference between them? What is the difference between client side technologies and server side technologies? As per your knowledge, respond. Anand, Aparna, Revati, Marti. As per your knowledge, respond. I don't force anybody, but if you know whatever the knowledge, yeah, you can respond. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Hello.
Okay, sir.
MD means UI side.
Okay.
Server side means core.
Okay. Right. So any other answers?
Client side means where the user interacts, like browser or app. Server side means which handles the client requests and processing logic will have, which responds to client with some response.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Right. I appreciate your response. All right. So now I will tell my opinion. Okay. Right. So the major difference between client side technologies and server side technologies are, okay, by using client side technologies, we cannot store our data permanently. By using client side technologies, we cannot store our data permanently. But by using server side technology, we can store our data permanently. Okay, by using client side technology we cannot store our data permanently, but by using client server side technology we can store our data permanently. We can store our data permanently. Understand everybody? Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how we are able to store our data permanently? Because if you want to store your data permanently, you should store the data in a database. You should store the data in a database. So the technologies, whatever the technology, which has the capacity, okay, whatever the technology who has the capacity, okay, to connect with the database and to manipulate the database, those technologies can be called as server side technologies. Those technology who has the capacity, okay, those technologies who has the capacity to connect with the database and to manipulate the database, those technologies can be called as server side technology. The technologies who don't have capacity to connect with the database and to manipulate the database, of course without connection we cannot manipulate also, so those technologies can be called as, okay, those technologies can be called as client side technologies. For example of client side technologies is HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Server side technologies example is, okay, server side technology examples are PHP, Node.js, .NET, Java, Python. Those are all the server side technologies. Okay, so they are the server side technology. Whatever the technology, the server side technology, they have their own database also. Most of them they are of course every server side technology will compatible with other database also, but those technologies can be connected with the database and we are manipulating the database. Since we are connecting and manipulating, we are able to store our data in the database, and the database data is permanent until and unless you delete it manually. Clear it everyone? What is the difference between client side and server side technologies? Please respond one more time clearly. Hello.
Client
Hello.
side we do not have access to database, but server side we will have access to database, and through which
Yes.
only we can save the data.
Yes. Hello. Please respond. Say yes or no. Others.
Yes, sir.
Understand or not?
Okay.
Don't be silent. Okay. If I ask anything, please respond yes or no, something like that. Okay. Or else I will confuse. If you silent, I will trade. I will thought. I thought you don't understand something like that. Right. So it is MVC structure followed. Client side. What is this? Framework. Yeah. Why put everybody mute? Why nowadays everybody using frameworks rather than a core language to develop their applications? Anybody having any idea?
It is
Why
because
most of the
well
people are,
organized.
okay,
Yeah, everything not in like procedural. So if we use something like framework, the tasks are given to each layer separately. We can maintain the file separately, so it will be easier to maintain and to develop also.
okay, right. Any other answers?
Predefined objects or data is available in framework.
Okay, right. So now, yeah, as a previous person who responded, I think Surendra, right? Not Surendra. Who? Maruti.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah.
Yeah, Maruti, right. So as Maruti told, this framework is well organized code. Okay. So if you want to develop your application by using any core language, so whatever it may be, whatever the language it may be, you need to take care of three things. One is performance, another one is, okay, another one is security, okay, and third one is user friendly URL, that means SEO friendly URLs. Okay, so we need to take care of what are these SEO friendly URLs and performance and security. We need to take care of these three things. So for that purpose we need to develop our application in a proper structure, with a proper structure. So to construct that basic structure to our application by using any core language, minimum it will take 2 to 3 months time. Understand everybody? minimum it will take 2 to 3 months time. Okay, but rather than that, if we choose any framework, so within a minute, within 2 to 3 minutes, we can download any framework. Within 10 to 15 minutes, we can change basic settings related to that framework, and immediately we can start our development process. Understand everybody? Kindly respond. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir.
For performance also, for SEO friendly URLs also, for security reasons also, we so to give that basic structure not related to application. Okay, so that to give that basic structure, basic environment to our application by using core language, it will take 2 to 3 months time. Okay, but framework within 1 or 2 to 3 minutes we can download, and immediately within 10 to 15 minutes we can change, so that we can develop our application programming. Of course, security also, performance also related to application, but this business logic also will be different, right? So that is also very important. So if you use any framework, immediately we can implement business logic. If you choose any core language, to implement the business logic, first of all we need to set up that basic structure. So that purpose it will take little bit more time. That's it. Okay, and by using core language, how much simply also you have written, it will work. But framework, say by using core language, highly securely, highly uh, effectively also you can program. Okay, or else very low level also you can program. Why? Because there small methods are available, so by using that also we can do it, but that won't be any standards. So everybody can break your application, but by using framework, since they are they are developed, since that framework developed by some professionals and some other reputed companies, so that will follow some standards. So since that framework is in standards, and since you are using that framework, automatically your application also will be in some standards. Understand, right? Of course, by using core language also you can build the same standards, but it will take more time. Or else if you want to write a very simple code also you can write. Okay, so if you write very simple code, your application won't be follow any standards. Okay, but if you choose any framework, since they are developed by any framework, every framework developed by following some standards and rules and regulations only, since you are obeying the rules and regulations and standards, automatically your application also will be in some standards. Clear it, everyone? Please respond. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, right. So if you compare with real world example. Okay, so if you want to start a software company, you have 10 crores or 20 15 20 crores of money, and you want to start a software company. So if you want to start a software company, there will be two choices will be available. Okay, two options will be available, two options are there. So one is the, you need to purchase some land, and you need to recruit an engineer to plan for your office, yeah, as per your taste or else as per your requirements. Okay, you need to plan for your office by recruiting an engineer. After having the plan only, we can order your material, how much concrete you need, how much bricks you need, how much cement you need, how much daily persons you need to construct that building. All those things depends upon plan only, you can come to a conclusion. Okay, so after purchasing the land, after everything is ready also, again you need to wait 1.5 year to 2 years to complete that building, and then only you can start your business. That means after starting the business only will generate some money. So there is second thing also will be available. What is that? Already some nice realtors are there, realtors. So they build, okay, some nice buildings for our business requirements only. We'll go to 4 to 5 buildings, and okay, maybe more also. Okay, for example, I'm telling 4 to 5. So we'll see 4 to 5 buildings, and whatever building is suitable for our requirements, immediately we can occupy that space by paying some amount to them. Okay, by taking lease also, we can purchase that also, or else we can take it lease, or else we can take it for rent also. Okay, everybody, then immediately what is the thing we can do? We can start our business. Of course, basic hardware networking setup is we should have, but we can start our business as early as possible. Okay, everybody, if you want any if you want any modifications, then what is the thing you need to do? whatever the structure they have given, depends upon that only we need to modify our things, right everyone? Please respond. You have found some building, okay, so that is very you like that building very much, but little bit modifications you need to do it, you want to do it. So how to do that modifications? Whatever the structure they have given with that structure or not? Respond. Hello.
Yeah,
According
on
to
top of
structure.
that structure we can change.
Okay, yeah, whatever the structure they have provided, by using that only we can change. Understanding? Please respond. Okay, like that,
Yeah.
if you want to develop your application also by using any framework, they will give some structure. Here only we need to save these images, here only we need to save this particular files, here only we need to do some database operations or something like that. So by following the rules and regulations only we need to build our application like that. However, we are modifying our building depends upon the realtor giving structure. Okay, right, that's it. So which one you will prefer? First one you will prefer, that means you will wait 2 years to start your business, or else within 15 days you will start your business. Second option, which one you will prefer, first one or second one, if you want to start a
Second one.
software company? So most
Second
of the
one.
people
Yeah.
will, yeah, so we
Second
will
one.
go for second one only. Okay, we'll go for second one only. Okay, why? Because immediately we can start our business. Since we are starting the business, we can generate automatically some amount. So like that, if you download any framework, okay, and if you modify the basic settings, immediately we can start your business logic. Immediately you can start your business logic. Okay, so that you will get some money. Okay, easily, I mean not easily, of course, very early. Okay, right. So that's why everybody is preferring nowadays framework. Clear everybody? Please respond. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why? Yeah, right. So then after, wait 1 second, Anand, yeah, Aparna, Revati and Mark. Okay, right. Then after, what I told about this frameworks, so every framework should developed by any core language only. So if you know any core language, and if you are a professional, a programmer, say you have worked 6 to 7 years in any software company by using any core language, very very advanced level, so you know the all the business requirements also. So okay, all business requirements also. So depends upon that what you will do. So if you know any core language very well, so you can develop your own framework also. Every framework can developed by any core language only. Okay, but so the difference is, by using any core language we can develop any framework, but by using a framework we cannot develop any language. Okay, we can bond to our parents, but we cannot give birth to our parents. Can give birth to some other persons, but we cannot give birth to the our parents. So like that, so a core language is the parent for everything. So if it is a framework also, if it is any application also, core language is the parent. Okay, right, that's what we can tell. Okay, so what language they have developed? TypeScript. So now we should know a little bit basic things about TypeScript also. Okay, so what is TypeScript at least? What is TypeScript? So what is TypeScript? So TypeScript is nothing but superset of JavaScript. Give me 1 second. Somebody came or somebody go. Okay, Pratik. Okay, right. So what is TypeScript? TypeScript is nothing but superset of JavaScript. That means superset of JavaScript means, no need to confuse. Okay, modified version of JavaScript. What is that? Modified version of JavaScript. So TypeScript also depends developed by using JavaScript only. That's why I have given the prerequisites are either you should know about JavaScript or else TypeScript also. Okay, so JavaScript is nothing but superset of JavaScript. That means modified version of JavaScript. Okay, so you have taken something into your hand and you have modified into other form. So there will be differences right? So from the previous form and the new form, you have taken an item with the, okay, you have taken an item, that name is A, and you have converted into B. So there will be difference between A and B or not? That's what I'm asking. Respond everybody.
Yes, sir. There will be some.
Other persons, I want everyone's response. Simple question I'm asking. Please respond. You have taken one item and you have converted that item into another form. So there will be difference between them or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right, okay. So so like that, they also taken the JavaScript language only, but they have modified into their own way. Who modified? Microsoft persons, okay. TypeScript is nothing but superset of JavaScript developed by Microsoft company. This Angular developed by Google. So now tell me whose product is Angular? Google's product or Microsoft
Google.
product?
Google.
Hello.
Google.
Microsoft.
Okay, Angular belongs to Google only. Suppose, okay,
Why?
suppose you know, 1 second wait. Suppose
Sure.
you have, yeah. So suppose you have developed an application. So who will be the owner of the application? Suppose you have developed an application by using Java. So who will be the owner of the application? You, or else who developed Java? That person. Suppose I am the person who created Java and you learned Java and you have developed your own application. Who will be the owner of the that application? That
You.
person or
Yeah,
else me?
You.
Who developed application? That person will be the owner. Okay. Who developed the language? Not that persons. Okay, right. So since okay, Microsoft developed TypeScript, but they have used the TypeScript. They know TypeScript very well, and they have developed their own framework. That is name is Angular. So who developed Angular? Google. So who is the owner of the Angular? Google only, not Microsoft. Okay, right. Because Google directly developed Angular, not Types. Okay, and not Microsoft directly. Microsoft developed TypeScript. Suppose who is the owner of the TypeScript? Microsoft, not Google.
Yes.
Okay, right, like that only. Clear everybody this point?
Yeah.
Hello.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right, then here I'm writing what is the difference between. So I told, right, there will be some differences. Okay, so then what is the differences between JavaScript and TypeScript? What is the differences between JavaScript and TypeScript? Okay, everybody, right. So first one is JS is loosely typed language. TS stands for TypeScript. Is strictly typed language. Okay, everybody, JS is what? JS is loosely typed language. TS is strictly typed language. Clear it, everybody? Hello? Right. So, for
Yes, sir.
example, so loosely typed means however I write, I will get output. Loosely typed means in a loosely typed means however I will get output. Strictly typed means in a strict way we need to type something like that. No, I will tell you what is the difference is exactly. Okay, by using an example. Suppose example for JavaScript I'm writing. So whenever you are programming, actually we need to hold some values. Whenever we are programming, we need to hold some values. So whenever you are declaring whenever you want to hold the values, we need to declare some variable. So in order to declare a variable, we need to use var keyword and name x equal to 10. So loosely typed also, strictly typed also, they are related to data types only. Okay, they are related to data types only. So loosely typed means they don't have any data types. Strictly typed means they have the data types. That's it. So now what is the 10 here? Value. So value is nothing but data, right? Everybody kindly respond. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Okay, value is nothing but data. 10 is the data here. Okay. So data will be can be multiple ways. So some data will be numbers, some data will be alphabets, some data will be alphanumerical values, some data will be true or false also. True or false only. Okay. So since they have multiple types of data, there will be some data types also. But especially for JavaScript, no need to mention any data type. No need to mention any data type. Automatically depends upon the value it will accept. So here I have assigned here x equal to 10. So what type of data it is? It is a number or not? Respond everyone.
Numeric.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
number.
numeric means number or not? What is the type I am asking?
It's a
Yes,
number,
Number only,
but
okay? Yeah, but
in JavaScript there no need to define a type of data. Which type of data?
right, no need, yeah, no need to write the data type here, okay? Right. Now here what the thing I am doing is x equal to Ramesh. And here I am writing console.log x. Now tell me everybody what is the output I will get? I will get 10 or else Ramesh or else error. What is the output I will get?
Ramesh.
Okay, Ramesh. Why? Because this is a loosely typed language, so it won't consider, it won't bother about the data. So first of all, you have declared here number, but later you are changing it to string. So since it is a loosely typed language, that means since it doesn't bother about data types, so automatically it will take the latest value. So what is the latest values? 27 or 28? 28 only latest value. So automatically we will get the output as Ramesh. That's it. Clear everyone? Kindly respond.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Others.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. But same thing here. See there. Example for PS. Here I am writing where x equal to 15. Okay. So this is a loosely typed or strictly typed language. Respond everyone. This is loosely typed language or strictly typed language.
Strictly type
Loosely.
language.
Clear.
Okay. TS is strictly typed language. TypeScript is strictly typed language. That means we need to mention the data type. For example, I am not mentioning any data type. Then what happens? Suppose first of all I have sent here what type of data. What is 15? What type of data?
Number.
Number.
But data.
Number. So now in the next line I am changing it to Ramesh.
String.
Wait 1 second, please. So here I am writing as console.log x. Now respond everybody. What is the output I will get? 15 I will get, or else Ramesh I will get, or else I will get error.
Error.
What is the output I will get? Why? Since it is a, yeah, why? Tell me.
It is a strictly,
Because
so it firstly it is assigned integer, so it won't allow Ramesh string.
Right. So this is strictly typed language. That means we need to mandatorily mention here the data type. Data type. If you don't mention the data type, depends upon the first value, automatically it will assign the data type. Depends upon the first value, automatically it will assign the data type. Okay. So here you have assigned the data, you have assigned the data is number. So in the TypeScript there is a data type called number only. Here like this number. In other language we'll call it integer or int, something like that. But in the TypeScript we will use number directly. Okay, number only. Okay. So either we need to mention that okay, x data type as number only, or else depends upon the value, automatically it will assign the number. Automatically it will assign the data type actually. Automatically it will assign the data type. So what is the data here? Number. So automatically x will x data type will become number only. So whenever this data type become number, every time it will expect a number only. Suppose if you write here x equal to 20, what is the output you will get? Respond. What is the output you will get? 15, 20 or error?
20.
Tell me
20.
what is the output? 20. Okay. Why? Because we have assigned the first data as number. Automatically this value, this data type will become number. So every time it is expecting a number only. So 20 also a number will get output as 20. But whenever you are changing it to the Ramesh, so Ramesh is nothing but alphabets. So for all the alphabets, alphanumerical values, alphanumerical special characters, data type will be string. Okay, since automatic here x becomes the data type as number and you have assigned here the string, so data type and data, since both are not matching, it will throw here an error. Understand everyone? Kindly respond. What is the difference is? Loosely typed and strictly typed. Hello?
Type safety is provided in strictly typed.
What is that?
Type safety is provided in strictly typed language, but not in loosely typed language.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, if you mention the data type also, automatically it assign the data type. That is also one. Okay, is there. So Anand, Aparna, Pratik, Revati, Maruti, some other person is coming to come. Anybody attending through two devices? Anybody attending from two devices? Simple question I'm asking. Anybody
No, sir.
attending through two? Yeah, right. Okay, this is loosely typed and strictly typed. Then after second difference is params count and values count. No need to match in JS. Automatically unmatched param value will become undefined. Params count and values count should match in TypeScript. Answer. Okay, params count and values count no need to match in JavaScript. Automatically unmatched param value will become undefined. Okay, but in TypeScript, parameters count and values count should match in TypeScript. That means whenever you are programming, we need to perform certain tasks. So in order to perform the tasks, we need to write some functionality. So for example of JavaScript, I am writing, I want to perform add operation. So since that is a functionality, I need to write some function. So to write the function, we need to use function keyword. Function name add. Okay, I want, since I want to add, I'm writing here add method. So here I want to write here console statement, console.log. So whatever you write in the console.log, the statement will execute automatically. Respond. Of course, I did not write. If I write also anything in the console statement, do that console statement will execute automatically.
On function call, it will execute.
Okay, automatically it won't come. Automatically it won't execute. So whenever you call the function, then only it will be executed. Okay, right. Now write there add parenthesis. Now I am calling. So now I want to add. Uh, okay, now I want to add. So if you want to add minimum, how many numbers you require? Minimum, how many numbers you require if you want to add?
2.
If 2, okay, right. Now right there 4 comma 6. So how, see, I am sending values directly to the function. I am not mentioning here in the function. Directly to the function I am sending the values. So whenever you are sending the values to the function, how to hold the data? I am sending here to value set. How to hold this data?
Parameters.
By using parameters. Okay, right. How many parameters I need to mention? How many values you are sending? That many parameters we need to
2.
mention. Since here I am sending two values, I need to write here two parameters. Right there a comma b, and here what is the thing I will do? A plus b. So what is the output I will get? What is the output I will get?
10.
10. Why? Because these values will assign to these parameters respectively. Respectively means first value will assign to first parameter, second value will assign to second parameter. So 4 value will 4 value will assign to the A, 6 value will assign to B. So 4 plus 6 equal to 10 only. Okay, right. Now here I am sending only one value. Now as per the description, tell me what is the output I will get. As per this description, tell me, as per this point, tell me what is the output I will get.
4.
Other persons?
Not a number.
Right. What is that? Not a number. Why? Why not a number?
One
Who told
value is
not a number?
undefined. One value is
Mark.
undefined. So undefined plus number which JavaScript cannot add.
Right. So see here, A value will becomes 4. Okay, I accept. But here, what is the unmatched parameter here? B. Here, there is no value for B. Okay. Actually, we are thinking is that yes, no, there is a value. What is this? Since the B is unmatched parameter. See here, there is here only one value, but here two parameters. So this is the unmatched parameter. So unmatched parameter value will become what? Undefined. Undefined also a value. Undefined also a value. So number plus undefined equal to I don't know what is the output. So that's why I don't know means JavaScript also don't know. So what is that it will tell? I don't know what it may be, but definitely not a number. But definitely not a number. Okay. So that's why it will give a output as nan. Nan. So nan is not the error, but it is one type of output. Just it is saying that I don't know what it is, but definitely not a number. Okay, right. But same thing I'm doing with the TypeScript. Then what happens? Same thing I am doing with TypeScript. What is the output we will get? See here I
It
have two
compares.
parameters. Wait 1 second. Yeah, two parameters. And here I am sending only one parameter. So then what happens? As per the description, tell me. What is the output I will get? 4 or nan or error. What is the output I will get? Don't be silent. Hello?
Error we will get. Yeah.
We'll get error. Why? What is the description I have given there? Params count and values count should match. Should match means what? We must accept that rule. If you don't accept that rule, it will throw an error. Clear, right, everybody? Can you respond? Are you clear about these 2 points? Difference between JavaScript and TypeScript. Okay, right.
Yes, sir.
Third point is OOPS concepts are very complicated in JavaScript. OOPS concepts are like any other language. Example like PHP, Node.js. So don't think again I need to learn PHP or Node.js, something like that. So it looks like that only. That's why I've written like this. Okay, right. So if you so other than this PHP and Node.js, so if you know Java also, .NET also, Python OOPS concepts also, it will be fine. If you know any one of the language OOPS concepts, it will be fine. That's it. Okay, OOPS concepts are very complicated in JavaScript, but here this is okay. But in TypeScript, okay, but in TypeScript this will look like PHP or Node.js only. Why it is very complicated? Because there is no class concept. Everything we need to write with the functions only. So okay, if there is a if there is a class concept, then what happens? Simply we can create so many functions, and we can create an object for that class. Through that object we can access each and every function and each and every variable related to that particular class. But okay, so where is that available in TypeScript? That is available class concept, but there is no class concept available in the JavaScript. So we need to write so many functions. Again we need to return so many functions, and we need to inject through one function through another into another function. So it will be very complicated. Okay, everybody. So in the real time also they will follow whether it may be Angular also, React.js also, Node.js also. They follow this type of OOPS concepts only. They follow this type of OOPS concepts only. Okay, right. This is the three references. Clear everybody? Kindly respond about these 3 points. Respond everyone.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Clear, sir.
Right. Now coming to our course. So our course duration will be 30 to 40 days. I don't have any pre-written material. Whatever the notes is required, I will give it in the class itself. But I don't have any pre-written material. And Monday to Friday only classes. Saturday, Sunday holiday. Okay, right. That's it, everybody. Okay, so this is the introduction only. And tomorrow also one more. So this is half part of the introduction only. I did not explain about the MVC structure and SPS single page applications, all those, and how we will work with REST API, all those things I did not explain. So tomorrow class I will explain it. Okay, right. Okay, everyone. Okay, tomorrow I will explain, and then if you have any time, we will install Angular also. Okay, everybody. Right. Thank you, everyone. This is a class for today. Tomorrow we'll meet and we'll continue. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good day, everybody. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Right.